Hey girly, listen up. I wasn't lazy, I was burnt out, misinformed, and trying to fix a body that just needed support. So, let me tell you what actually changed my entire life and why I started EquiliBREE. Strap in, babes. Let's get into it. Hi, it's me, Bree. Listen, I'm a mom of four. I just started nursing school. I work full time. I'm a wifey, and I'm trying to build an empire. Does this sound anything like you guys? Are you like a little chaos queen? Cause I'm a chaos queen, and I'm your glittery. I don't know why I can't say glittery. I am your glittery wellness bestie. So I've been quiet. Let's like get down to it. I've been super quiet. I've been really overwhelmed, but I've also been learning a lot. I've been learning a lot. I've been learning about healing. I've been learning about balance and building something that I'm proud of. So this right here, what we're doing right now, this isn't just a podcast, babe. No, no, no. This is a movement. And it's going to start with my story. So let's jump into that. First of all, first and foremost, let's get into like equilibrium. So, je t'aime français. That was don't don't talk about that. That didn't just happen. Anyway, I love French. The first business I built was called Brie Maquillage, and that means makeup. Maquillage means makeup in French. And I I pulled the biggest con, and I pulled a French man. Waywards of Utah. How did I do that? We just did. We just did. So, in thinking about my new company, thinking about my new movement, thinking about the where we're going, I came across the word while I was learning French because I do Duolingo every single day. You can add me. We're there every day. I think I'm on like day 234, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I came across the word equilibrium. And I was like, that has my name. That's my name. And this whole movement that I'm trying to focus on and everything that I'm doing is about balance. So la vie equilibre blossomed out of my little brain hole. So that is the story behind the name. La vie equilibre. And I shortened it to EquiliBREE because it just makes sense. So I'm going to talk about my story because this is the first like real up of the pod and I really want to like dive into it. So, let's go. I've always struggled with weight and appearance and being okay, first of all, let me back up. I was born in the 90s. Listen, you're my therapist right now. I was born in the 90s. I feel like everything was insane. The first plus size person that I saw in media really was like Whitney from America's Next Top Model. And she was like the plus size girly. And they talked about all the things she had to do differently because she was plus size and how she had to be perfect. All of that. All of that crap. So that was like my introduction to life as a plus size girl because I feel like I should insert a trigger warning right here. This trigger warning. Homegirl, I eating disorders were so glamorized and glorified and like normal. Like everyone had them. My mom talked about how she had hers in detail. Great detail. And I don't really understand why. Can't ask her, but I don't know why we glorified eating disorders so much. And the Special K diet, the Slim Fast diet, the Atkins diet, all of the different things were just always there. The first time I ever got in trouble at school was I stole weight loss medicine from my parents, and some bitch ratted me out to the principal. Ew, what a brat. Anyway, shouldn't have been taking them, but knowing what I know about weight loss pills now is probably a bunch of just like placebo crap that costs a lot of money and had a good infomercial. Anyway, whole lifelong thing. I did terrible, terrible things in the name of being skinny. And at some point, I just decided I was over it and I stopped. I don't know how. I really don't know how. Like, yes, I still struggle with body issues. And mostly now it's like, who's that? Who am I looking at in the mirror? We'll get into that. And also, like, having babies is rough on a bod. Having 5 is way rough on a bod. Having 5 in 10 years, no, 10, 8, 7, in 7 years is real rough on the body. So, all kinds of things go into who we are. At some point, I'll dive deep into this, but at some point I just decided I love myself. Like, no. We're love. How do they do the new one? This way? That thing? It creeps me out. Oh, there we go. I hate it. Um we love ourselves, and yeah, we struggle with things that are outside of our control. Found that out. But we're a bad bitch. I'm a baddie. I'm a baddie. And I love myself so much. So let's just get into what we're doing. I'm building something that I'm incredibly proud of, and that is really something that is gonna help, because I was in makeup. So I did makeup artistry. And in that, I saw a lot of people who had a lot of real rough self image. And it confused me at the time because, as I said, I just decided that I love myself and I don't do negative self talk. But get like when you jump into somebody else's world who's not like you and not doing everything you do, you get to see that they're still doing it. Like, oh, haven't eaten because I'm getting married, or oh, I want to fit in the dress, oh, I want to blah blah blah, oh, can you make me look younger, oh, I'm not beautiful, all this kind of crazy stuff. It comes out in the chair when you're doing makeup. And it just broke my freaking heart every time anyone would say it, because these just gorgeous people just, were ripping themselves apart. I digress. I know that that kind of crap is there, and I know it's very prevalent. And I know that there's a big reason why it's there and why people feel like it's their fault, because society will go and label you as lazy, that it's a lifestyle choice, that you're doing this yourself, that you just have no self control, that you just need to get a grip on yourself. And it's really not that at all. Like, it's not your fault if you're struggling with something that is a medical problem or that is an imbalance. It's not your fault at all, and we just have no access to information that's real, because they want to sell you everything. They want to sell you the weight loss system. They want to sell you the gym membership, and they want to bank on you not meeting your goals and not getting results, and the cycle. That's what they want to bank on. No one really wants to help, because actually fixing the problem and actually helping people isn't necessarily continually profitable because you lose your income when you're fixed. Anyway, let's move on from that's heavy. There's a lot of expectations that society puts on people, especially women. And I'm talking to you, babes. I'm talking to the moms. I'm talking to the chaos queens. I'm talking to the people who have 97 things to do on their to-do list from yesterday and then 104 from today. I'm talking to the woman who wants to be the best. And I'm talking to the woman who just had kids and is like, I want to be there for my grandkids. I want to be there. I want longevity. I want to feel good. I'm talking to the woman who sits there and is thinking, man, I don't feel great. And I don't love that, but I don't know what to do. And I'm lost. You know, I'm talking to the burnout babe. Are you the burnout babe? Because sometimes life has a lot more than you should be handling, like kids and school and work and bills and the economy and trying to buy a home. Have you guys tried to buy a home lately? Uh, I don't I don't recommend it. Also, have you tried to sell a home lately? Because I double don't recommend that. We're trying to sell our home in Missouri. And girl, it's something else. It's something else. It's something else. Let's get into the bones of the issue. So, this is the vulnerability that we're going to bring out. So, I have 4 babies and 1 extra pregnancy baby we can talk about later. Probably won't. Nah. Anyway, I have had 5 humans grow inside of my body, living in like a hotel. And let me tell you, these tenants sucked. They sucked. They came in, they wrecked the place, and they changed the thermometer. They changed the thermostat. They just messed everything up. Colored on the walls, broke holes in the door, all the whole 9 yards. Every baby that I had, I probably gained 20 pounds. After my second pregnancy, I didn't want to do the Mirena again because she wreaked havoc on my bod. So I went to the depot and I gained a good 50 pounds in about 3 weeks. It felt like it was probably 2 months, but still like 50 pounds is a lot. So I shot up 50 pounds, stopped taking the depot shot, and got the Mirena again, which was a bad idea because I got sick again. And then I couldn't lose the weight. I couldn't. I was working out like crazy. I was doing insanity. I was doing all the diets. I did the keto. I did the paleo. I did the soup diet. I did everything. I'm not even kidding. Meal prep, planning, restricting, working out, cardio, lifting, everything. And I could not lose the 50 pounds. And these aren't like 50 pounds that it's like fine. It was like 50, like too much, girlfriend. Then go on to have third baby. Well, 4th pregnancy, third baby. And I gained a lot more weight. And then bam, immediately got pregnant again, 4th baby, 5th pregnancy, and just ballooned. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Ballooned. I was so large and in charge. After my final child had escaped the womb, I really went into like trying to remedy the bodily situation because I think I was pushing like 270 at the time, which is a lot. For me, I was large, very big. I did not recognize myself in the mirror. Like every time I looked in the mirror, I was like, who are you? Love you. You've done amazing things, but who is that? I don't know. I don't know her. Anyway, after two, 2 years of working out 5 to 7 times a week, changing what I'm eating, going on cycles of like drinking a lot, smoking, all the things, cycles of being completely nothing, eating like nothing, not losing weight, eating like whatever I wanted, losing a little bit of weight and being like, I don't understand. Like, where's the homeostasis? I had no clue what was going on with my body. Finally, I was like, I need to pull some labs. So I went and got labs done for the first time that I wasn't pregnant in a decade. And they were bad, guys. They were bad. They were really bad. They were not good. They were not good. Because my mantra and my thinking was, it's okay if I'm overweight because I know I'm healthy in what I eat and how I work out. I know my body is healthy. It's okay if I am overweight if my body is doing good. So I expected my labs to be normal. They were not, guys. They were not. They were bad. I was pre-diabetic. I had leptin resistance and a lot of other levels, thyroid, all out of whack. Very bad. Not good. Not good. Very not good. Now, a little schmigget of leptin resistance is that your body has no hunger cues, no satiation cues, nothing. So I was always starving, and I thought that I just had a good metabolism. I was eating such good healthy food that my metabolism was so good, and I was working out and I just needed fueling. No, I could not tell if I was hungry or full, but I was just starving all the time. Constant food noise. Food noise is like getting screamed at by a 3-year-old toddler inside your brain to eat all day and all night. That's food noise. It's insane. It's insane. I didn't even know I had it. I just thought it was normal that people, like, you plan your meals. When you're done eating, you think about the next thing that you're going to eat, and then you need a snack, and then you need a drink, and then, all this stuff. I had no clue that it was as bad as it is. Also, the prediabetes thing definitely was pre-diabetic. I think my A1C was 5.9. Can't remember. But I do know that I went into a whole crisis. I went into a whole crisis, sister. And I started looking up everything on the line, which was so dumb because I then started starving myself. Sorry, fasting. I was fasting. It's healthy. Fasting. So I was attempting to do this crazy fasting that was like 36 hours on, 12 hours off of fasting. So you fast for 36 hours. Then you eat for 12, and then you start fasting for 36 hours again. And that was apparently the cure all to prediabetes. And the food noise, guys, when I tell you about food noise, I sat in my lounge in the dark in agony for the first time that I tried to do that fast. And then halfway into that, my husband was like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea for you to do this. I don't think you should do this, babe. So I didn't. Then I went on an insane rampage about how there's sugar in everything and they're trying to kill us. And I had mental breakdowns in Costco because there's sugar in everything, which is a problem. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. See what I did there? It is a problem that there is sugar in everything, but not to the extent that it's killing you. What was really happening is that my hormones were imbalanced, out of balance, imbalanced. And I needed medicine to help because the second that my husband and I decided to try the shot, the cheater pumpkin eater shot, and just see, the second I did that, it's like complete silence in my brain. That's the biggest thing that I'll talk about, is like the food noise is gone. So I am not starving all the time. So it obviously helps with that leptin resistance. Um and then without changing anything, well, no, I won't even say that. With the change of eating kind of whatever I wanted and feeling full. That was new. That was a new one. You can feel full. Did you know that? You can feel full and stop eating when you need to. Um that, and I kind of really stopped working out. Like I didn't go to the gym a lot. The weight just started evaporating. So for a decade, pretty much, well, I'd say 5 years. For 5 years, I had been dealing with this weight gain that I couldn't explain. Every time I tried to go like on a diet or work out more or do something like extra besides my normal like 5 days a week working out and just eating kind of how I want, anytime I tried to do anything extra, I would gain weight. And now I'm eating to satiety that I have and not working out as much because I didn't want to like use up energy that I didn't have because I wasn't eating as much, if that makes sense. Weight is just falling off. Fall vanished. It rocked my world, girlfriend, that rocked my world. At that moment, I knew that I needed to do something because every single person out there who thinks that they're not good enough or they're lazy or they just can't do it, they just can't be consistent, it's just like a them problem. Like, this is my fault. I can't do it. This is my problem. I have to fix it on my own. I want every single person out there to understand that yes, there is something wrong. And no, it is not a moral flaw on your end. It is a chemical imbalance, and you can treat it with medicine. Crazy. However, this isn't a cure-all. Like, you can't just like take it and then not listen to your body and not work out and live off Smarties. That won't do anything. And that's what people like when they're like, oh, you got Ozempic skinny and you're just deteriorating. They don't eat nearly as much protein as they need to, and they're not working out and help trying to get their skeletal muscle built. There's a lot. So, this EquiliBREE, my whole new journey, is for the women who's tried everything. So this is a safe space for soft strength and for science-backed wellness because we love science, and luxury self-love because you deserve it. You deserve to love yourself, and you deserve to grow without starving yourself, shrinking, or spiraling because we're A class spiralers here. So here's what EquiliBREE is for us. This is a promise. This is a place that is safe, where we talk about self-love. We talk about protein because we love protein. We love protein. We talk about planning. We're going to talk about the movement. We're going to talk about the nutrition. We're going to definitely throw in some mom chaos. And we're going to change the world one little mom brain going quietly cuckoo at a time. So, to wrap up, you are not behind on anything. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not morally less than someone who is a smaller gravitational pull than you. You're right on time. And you're right where you need to be. And we're going to do this together. Okay, good. Okay, girlie. Okay, babe. So, I'm not here to sell you a vibe. I'm not here to sell you on anything. We're talking. We're talking through what's going on. I'm here to teach you with the things that I've learned and am learning, because your girl is going to be a doctor, because more people need help. More people need help with knowing that there's a problem that's not their fault, with a little guidance, a little endocrine assistance, and maybe a medication that can help you. And I want to be the one to help you, because this changed my life overnight in such a crazy way. Yes, the weight loss, that's a great plus. The silence in my head and the peace that I have, and the fact that my levels came back normal after 3 months. 3 months. I'm not pre-diabetic. I'm normal. I didn't change anything. In fact, before, I didn't do sugar like at all. I was a sugar Nazi. And now I'll have sugar. I'll have ice cream. I have ice cream quite often with my kids because they love ice cream. And I feel better. I feel healthy. I feel balanced. And I feel sane. And I feel seen. Okay? So come here to be seen. Because I'm here to teach you how to own your health and your happiness, one sparkly little habit at a time. So let's do this together, babe. I will see you tomorrow. Be balanced, be beautiful, be you. It would mean the world if you guys would like, subscribe, or follow this podcast in whatever platform you're watching. I think it's only on Spotify right now, because I'm learning how to do a podcast and I don't know where I'm putting this. So it's Deaf on Spotify and Deaf on YouTube. And we're going to go from there. Okay? So subscribe to this beautiful pod. I'm going to be posting a lot more content. So check out the IG, because she's going to have recipes and protein goals and exercises to make sure that you don't have an Ozempic ass. You got to build that booty double time, especially us older ladies. We got a constant vigilance on that ass to make sure she's nice and plump. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.